Hello, everyone. I'm Chestnut44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Darkness over Daggerford. Last episode, we went into the western farmlands. We found a bunch of werewolves, and managed to defeat them before they managed to pull their trick on us. We found this house over here that we can't go into, but I am very concerned about what will be inside. We found the chest that we were supposed to find for some guy, but someone or something is inside it talking, which concerns me greatly. And we also found the guy who told us to go down and get a sword for him. Bastard decided to pull up the rope and lead us down there to be killed by a dragon. We killed the dragon, got the sword, purified the guy's bones, and now we're gonna go back and confront the guy who threw us down there. Oh yes, we have some talking to do. Let's see. Interesting that we came out in the west entrance instead of the south entrance. But yeah, first things first. Let's head over to the Happy Cow Tavern and talk to this guy. Right into here.
Yes? What do you want?
Is he not here? Who are you?
Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you.
That'll teach that burner. Tried to send me to my death, he did. Put a dagger in his gullet, I did. Floating out to sea, he did.
Pleasure to see you.
Snuck past a black dragon, fought a whole army of lizard folk.
Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you.
Paradis the Great, he says. Treasure of the gods, he says.
Pleasure to see you.
You know what? I only wish that I could know the reason for why he decided to throw people down there to fight a dragon. Why did he do that? I mean, either way, he did the wrong thing because he just made me a lot richer, and one of the people who he was dealing with, who he did it to, they got out. So that's the only unfortunate thing, that we couldn't get him first. I mean, we're a paladin, so it might not be right, but still. Alright, through this way. Delphin! I have something for you as well.
Greetings.
Oh, right. I think I may have found your friend, Delphin. What do you mean? I found this chest in a cave, and the thing inside tells me it belongs to you. Could I see this chest? Of course. Here, take it. There's the chest. It's an imp. Sujit? Is that you? This thing has a name? Sujit, it is you! I thought I'd lost you forever. Here, fine paladin, please accept these items for bringing him safely back to me. Well, thank you, Delphin.
Well and good! Well and good!
Well and good, master. I am so happy to see you. Sujit got stuck in chest and nearly became a snack for a hungry bear. Calm yourself, Sujit. Now tell us what happened and how you got inside this chest. Well, this should be interesting. Sujit overheard music in the alley behind our tower. Sujit went to see who was playing pretty music and found the music came from an open chest. When Sujit stepped inside chest, it snapped shut on poor Sujit. Like a mouse caught in a trap. After that, Sujit heard cursing and then sloshing sounds as the chest was tossed about. Sujit not like chests now, and Sujit definitely never want to hear favorite tune from old Master Mogdor. Who is this Mogdor? Mogdor was Sujit's old master, a cruel and evil man. Damn you, Mogdor, when will you ever leave us be? The wizard becomes quite enraged. Actually, a fellow named Eric the Finn asked me to locate a chest which he said had fallen into the Dellenbeer. He seemed very concerned about it. Ah, now that's interesting. I've heard Finn's name mentioned before in relation to being one of Mogdor's occasional lackeys. Did he mention where he was going to take the chest? No, he didn't. Oh, never mind. I have a plan. Would you be interested in assisting me in a little revenge plot against my arch-nemesis? Sounds like this Mogdor is due a comeuppance. Sure, I'll help you. What's your plan? Right. Now, take this chest to Eric the Finn and tell him that you found it upriver. It contains something very different now. Something I do not think Mogdor will be expecting. It's probably wise that you do not accompany Eric the Finn with the chest, as you may be putting your life in danger. What's inside the chest, Delphin? Let's just say that I've prepared a suitable gift for an old dear friend, and leave it at that. Okay, I'll let you know what happens. Alright, out we go. I think it's perfectly fine that we're taking care of this. And clearly we are going to keep the Sword of Paradis. A +2 sword which does extra damage to evil. That is definitely 100% good. And a Wand of Lesser Summoning. And a Potion of Heal. I am getting a lot of good potions here. I'll sort these things out afterwards. For now, let's give this to Eric the Finn.
Sire!
So, have any luck tracking down old Eric the Finn's lost treasure chest? Got it right here, Eric. You found it! Glory be to Umberly, that's welcome news. Hand it over, lad, and I'll give you your reward. Very well, Eric, here you are.
Thanks, mate.
Bless you, lad. You've earned every bit of this here sack of gold. It was my pleasure, Eric. Farewell to you.
How are you?
Thank you kindly for helping me, lad. May the luck of Timora go with you. Though I'm not a devotee of Timora, I appreciate the thought, Eric. Farewell. Okay, well, let's go back. Report into the guy. Then, we'll see about sorting out my inventory a bit. Wand of Lesser Summoning is Summon Creature 2. We might. I might use it. I mean, I really don't use magical items very much. I just go in and fight. Alright, Delphin.
Greetings.
Hello again. How did the chest delivery go? I gave the chest to Eric. Excellent, you have my thanks.
I greet you!
Oh, that's it? Okay, then. Right then. Time to sort things a bit. So, +1 Morning Star we don't need. +1 Longsword I can now sell. I can put this here. All of this we can sell. I don't need any of it. Oh, right, I put these in here because of how heavy they were. Okay. But yeah, the rest of that we can sell. Is there anything to look at? Nope, nothing to look at. Alright. Let me see your wares. I do not need a +1 tower shield. Because I've already got a +3. Do I have a +3? Yeah, I have a +3 tower shield. I don't need the +1 tower shield, and I don't need the regular half plate. Hold on, I'm just going to reposition a few things here. Yeah, if I get any of the others, I'm going to sell them. But now for the rest of this stuff that we can sell for a load of money. Please, God, don't tell me that we end up running out of money. Okay, that's all we got there. I guess I can hold on to the Wand of Lesser Summoning. Who knows, maybe it has a use. But we have an impressive amount of money now. I am tempted to buy the Lesser Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Very tempted. It's only +1 strength, though. mean, I could also buy some better armor. I mean, it is actually very expensive, so maybe not. No scrolls or potions, no gems there, nothing there. Okay. We are fine, I think. Okay. So that's handled. Now we can head over to the eastern farmlands, now that we've cleared out most of the western farmlands. To the eastern farmlands. Trip took 2 hours, you know, fair enough. Oh, hello.
Help! I need help, please!
This poor child is emotionally distraught. Tears stream down her face in rivulets of unbidden agony. Calm yourself, child, and tell me what's wrong. Well, I was fishing with live bait, and my doggy tried to... Oh, it's terrible, and it's all my fault. Please, dear, if you don't tell me what's wrong, there's no way I can help. Okay, I can tell you now. You see, I was fishing out on the island in the middle of the lake, like I always do. I'm not supposed to take the boat out to the island by myself, but I can't help it. That's where all the best fish are. Everyone knows that. Plus, I always take Fluffy along with me if anything goes wrong. He can swim really good. Your parents are right, child. Taking a boat out by yourself is dangerous. But I wasn't by myself, mister. I had Fluffy, and he's the best. Only he likes to eat worms, which is why he tried to jump up and bite my bait, which is why he fell down the hole. Will you go save him for me? Tell me you will. Pretty, please. He's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Sure, I'll go help your dog.
Yay!
You will?
Hooray!
Yippee! Just take my boat over to the island and look for a big black hole. You better hurry, mister. I'll wait right here until you get back. Okay, I won't be long. Sure, we can do this. A sturdy post is deeply embedded in the muddy earth of the waterfront here. A small rowboat is tethered to the post. Row to the island. That is a very big hole. A deep and forbidding hole looms before you. Let me drop a save. Alright, let's jump down the hole. Ow. What the? So the big, kind adventurer comes to rescue the little girl's doggy who fell down the scary black hole. How sweet. It's almost enough to bring a tear to my eye if I weren't laughing so hard. There, that's better. I was beginning to feel nauseous from playing the sugary sweet waif who lost her poor little doggy. Only a Batezu would have the gall to impersonate a frantic child in need. Oh, but that's not very nice. You know, all Batezu are not mean and cruel. In fact, some of us even keep pets. Maybe you'd like to see a few from my hometown. You might find one that suits you. Like Fluffy here, for example. From your reaction, it appears you don't care for Fluffy very much. Maybe you'll like her brother Moxie better. Here, Moxie, here, boy. So you don't seem to like Moxie much either, eh? Well, how about I just bring out the whole brood and you can pick which one you like? Now, I encourage you to play with the pets before you make your choice. However, I would urge you to choose quickly, as their games tend to get a little rough. Farewell and good luck, my brave adventurer. You bastard!
Taste of my wrath!
Kokrakon. Well, on the plus side, I do bonus positive damage against these things. Right, that took care of all of them. Okay, we can probably sell that. I doubt there's anything else around here. No, there doesn't appear to be anything else around here. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. There's some bones here. With an unidentified small shield. Alright, kill another one of these. Okay. Can we interact with this portal? The answer is no. How about this one? Boone Moppet's Tower. No! Oh, don't tell me I forgot to close the blue portal again. I'm always doing that. So how in the nine hells does an imp get so good at opening portals and summoning demons? Well, when you spend a few lifetimes serving a master conjurer with deep connections to the plane of Bator, you tend to learn a thing or two. Your master was a powerful wizard? First a wizard and then a lich, until some adventuring do-gooders like yourself came along and bashed up his phylactery. Apparently, word got around some human wizard in the country had lived far beyond his normal lifespan. Not willing to allow someone the joys of immortality, some clerics and paladins came down from Waterdeep, and the rest, as they say, is history. A lich is an evil being. The clerics and priests were only fulfilling their oaths to stamp out evil. Evil? Well, Master certainly kept company with some evil beings, but he never went out of his way to harm anyone. In fact, his primary goal for achieving long life was to continue operating his business, which provided a valuable service to the local community. My master's alchemical skills were known far and wide. So, you can see where I have a particular dislike for do-gooders who stick their noses in places where it doesn't belong. If it hadn't been for those do-gooders from Waterdeep, I'd still have my master. My friend. Could you teach me a few summoning tricks? You mean, can I teach you to open portals to the plane of Bator and summon in a slew of hungry Kokrakon? No. Unless you're willing to stay in this here in this tower as my pupil for a long, long time. However, I have retained my master's collection of trinkets and potions that he amassed over the years and can sell them to you at a drastically reduced rate just to show there's no hard feelings between us. Sounds good to me, Imp. You may call me by my proper name, which is Boone Moppet. Now, are you ready to browse my wares? Sure. So, you've got a couple robes. A Latian spell shield. Okay. Boots of speed are very good, but I can't afford them. And a bunch of cloaks. No weapons. Scrolls and potions. Wands and such. Elbix's stone stick? Stone skin. Interesting. And nothing there. Alright, at the very least, Wolf Bite. +1 and immunity and a knockdown. That's not very good. I'll sell it. Sell the Cure Light Wounds. Sell the Fluorspar. And I guess now we just leave. Oh, we're back in the western farmlands. Alright, let's head to the eastern again. I guess we probably should have headed to the eastern farmlands first. Still, at least we know of it. Right. Back to exploring the eastern farmlands. And we have a graveyard. At least there's no undead crawling around it right now. That happens way too often. Yeah, I guess we probably should have gone to the eastern farmlands
The
first.
Daggerford graveyard, I presume. How morbid. I can't say I like graveyards at all.
Yeah, I imagine. Alright. That is actually a very large graveyard, jeez. There's a river here blocking off the path, though we can go to the other side of the river if we so choose. Oh, that's neat. Oh, right.
The countryside always seems so peaceful on the surface. Yet, the reality is quite often the opposite.
Right, the mill. We do need to solve a problem with the grain being a problem. Ah, some farmers. Did we literally just walk through the fence?
Aye.
Yes, the name's Joseph, but folks around here just call me Joe. What can I do for you? Mayor Ovina, the Shantea priestess in Daggerford, asked me to look in on Fern to the miller. Did she now? If If Maravina's involved, it must be serious. I got my ideas on what's wrong with Fern, but I'll let you decide for yourself. I'm heading that way now, sir. I'll let you know what I find out. So we got Joe the farmer and Sam the farmer.
Greetings.
Go see Joe if you're needing to flap your jaw to someone. I got too much work to do. Sorry to bother you, sir. I'll let you get back to your work. But we do also have the cemetery here, which does seem to have a lot of stuff. A lot of things to look at. There was that one person in the Western who said to take a look. The Brickett family crypt. Well, let's see. Don't sit on me. Trant Maris, though he was fast, still came in last. Sergeant Johnston died in the service of Daggerford. Was afraid of the dark with good reason. I'd rather be cremated. Okay, I like that they're putting in a few of these jokes. Olavi, may she rise again. Captain Euless died in the service of Daggerford. I'll be back, Alex. Sir Kenneth lived with honor, died with courage. Let's not mince words. Boo! This adventure will be the death of me, Alan. Okay, some of those were amusingly silly. Right, let's see if we can go into any of these.
It seems I can't.
Okay, that one's no good. What about this one? We can go in here. A mausoleum. Funeral director's log. This appears to be a record of those recently buried by the proprietor of this funeral home. The most recent listing reads as follows. Remains of Elveron Brickett, ordered by Muriel Brickett, buried in the Brickett family crypt. Cost of services 500 gold pieces. Morris, hello.
Welcome, friend.
Can I help you with something? Please be aware that I am quite busy at the moment.
This pale, gaunt-looking fellow seems extremely agitated, with beads of sweat steaming down on both sides of his face. Are you alright, sir? You look a bit flustered.
Flustered? No, not as such. Well, perhaps I am a bit out of sorts, you might say. Why do you ask?
Can you tell me what's bothering you? Perhaps I can be of some assistance.
I suppose I could relate to you the cause of my distress, as everyone from here to Daggerford will know soon enough of my failure.
He speaks that last word under his breath, as if afraid to hear it said aloud, even from his own lips. Please continue, sir. I'm listening.
My name is Morris Ulgrund, and for as long as memory serves, I have cared for the dead. It's sort of the Ulgrund family business, you might say, passed down from father to son over the generations. Up until now, our reputation for burying Daggerford's deceased in an appropriate fashion has been spotless.
So you're an undertaker, then?
Yes, it is a strange occupation, I'll grant you, but I actually enjoy caring for the dead. They are so predictable and hence so dependable. All the stress of my job comes from dealing with the living. When I tell the poor family what has happened, they'll never forgive me.
Let me guess, you lost the headstone?
Were it only something that simple. No, my friend, the situation is far more dire and unsettling. I seem to have, well, misplaced a body that was left in my care.
Morris wrings his hands in frustration. How does one lose a corpse, exactly?
No, you misunderstand. The body of Old Man Brickett was successfully interred in the Brickett family tomb according to local custom. It was after the funeral ceremony that the body disappeared.
Grave robbers?
Yes, that did seem the most likely scenario, with the crypt door thrown wide as it was. However, close examination of the door shows it was open from the inside, with lock and hinges still intact.
This is a mite strange, Morris.
I'm baffled, to be honest. I mean, corpses just don't get up and leave the family's crypt. And what about the poor fellow's kindly sisters? What if they come by the cemetery to visit their dear brother's remains?
You want me to try and locate the body?
Oh, could you? I'd hunt the body down myself, but my duties here preclude my traipsing around the countryside in search of a missing cadaver.
I'm used to traipsing about the countryside, Morris. I can do it for you. However, I'll need to ask you a few questions before I go.
I'll answer whatever questions I can if it will aid in your investigation.
Where does Old Man Brickett's family reside?
Elveron Brickett had 2 sisters, Muriel and Alicine. They are both kindly, loving souls who chose to remain in the Brickett homestead, which lies in the farmlands west of Daggerford.
Will there be a reward for securing Old Man Brickett's corpse?
Yes! I'd be willing to give you some gold from the chapel's coffers. How much do adventurers like yourself typically charge for this kind of thing?
I'd say 250 gold pieces should cover my costs.
Oh, that sounds like an agreeable sum. I'll pay you the full amount when you've returned the corpse to my care. Now, do you have any other questions?
What if Old Man Brickett has entered the realm of the undead?
This situation does make one think of necromancy, a practice we servants of Lord Kellenvor find most distasteful. If the spectre of undeath has risen up to take Old Man Brickett, you may be forced to slay the abomination, sending the poor fellow to the grave a second time. Now, do you have more questions?
No more questions. I'll begin hunting down the corpse at once.
Oh, one more thing. In case Old Man Brickett has been raised by a practitioner of the dark arts, it may aid you to have some holy water on hand. Take this bottle, and, if necessary, empty its contents on the corpse of Old Man Brickett. This will commit his soul to the care of Lord Kellenvor, where it belongs.
Thank you, Morris. I'll return as soon as I've located the body. It is entirely possible that he's undead, but it's also entirely possible that his sisters basically drugged him and stuck him in the coffin specifically so that they don't have to deal with him anymore. And they just want, you are a problem to us. We want your inheritance, so we're going to stick you inside. This bottle is labeled formaldehyde.
Remember, the saying goes, take 2 coins off the eyes of the dead, and you'll have 2 lifetimes worth of bad luck.
Noted. An awful smell emanates from this bottle. The corpse is white, tinged with the faintest hint of bluish purple around the eyes and lips. Yeah, we're not going to take the coins. Alright, I think we have enough time to take a look in the in the mausoleum. Sorry, the family crypt. Let's take a quick look in here. The door seems to have been forced open from the inside. These footprints lead towards the crypt door. The inscription on the coffin reads, "Whose home was at his country house, but whose heart lay in the forest." The coffin lid appears to have been recently opened. Okay, so either he's been turned undead, or his family decided to not kill him, just bury him alive. I don't know. Either way, we'll deal with that later. For now, we need to go investigate the mill, which we'll do in the next episode, because this one's gone on about long enough. So, next episode, we investigate the grain problem. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Jareth, Loreni, Reagan, and Perfbin. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Darkness over Daggerford, and I shall see you all next time.